If you're anything like me, and you love 80s retro future tech vibe, super unique graphics and art direction, and enjoy challenging combat mixed with awesome puzzle platforming, then stick around, because today we're taking a look at Replaced. Welcome to Runny Eggs Gaming. I'm Josh, and today we're taking a look at a new indie game called Replaced. Quick shout out to Sad Cat Studios for sending over the review code so I could check out this awesome game with you all today. And hey, if you end up enjoying this video, hit that like and subscribe. It helps out the channel a ton. First of all, let's ask the question that's the most important. Can you pet the dog? And yeah, you can pet the dog in this. Cool, now that we have that out of the way, let's talk about combat. It feels so smooth and surprisingly satisfying. Honestly, it reminds me a lot of a 2D version of Batman Arkham Asylum's style of fighting. Being aggressive is rewarded, but you still have to play it smart, dodging the red attacks, countering the yellow attacks, and the combat continues to get more complicated as you progress. Some enemies have armor you'll have to break with a pickaxe, and your gun charge builds through melee attacks, so you can discharge it to drop tougher enemies. What I appreciate is how the game escalates the challenge quickly. It gets harder in a way that feels fair, like you might retry a fight or a boss a couple times, but once you find the rhythm, it just clicks. The story is genuinely deep and compelling. It's set in a dystopian punk version of 1980s America. Without spoiling anything, you play as a character named Reach, trying to find his way back to a heavily guarded city, and along the way you meet a cast of unique survivors. This is one of those games where the world building actually pulled me in. You'll find side quests, collectibles, and intel scattered throughout the environment, and I constantly found myself exploring every corner just so I could scan and uncover more. Once you collect a piece of intel, you open up your retro handheld computer and read it. And normally in games like this, I skim through the lore entries, but in Replaced, I actually wanted to read everything, because it makes you genuinely curious about what happened and how society got to this point, and how the world works now that it's crumbling. And listen, I can't talk about Replaced without talking about the visuals. This game grabbed my attention because of its unique blend of retro pixel art with its handcrafted world that feels alive thanks to its amazing lighting and awesome detail. There were multiple times throughout the game where I felt myself slowing down and just walking through an area because I wanted to appreciate the amazing art style. Even though this game falls into the cyberpunk genre, it's not the typical neon-soaked world that you think of. But it still finds its way to have those amazing, awe-inspiring moments land. The tone can be pretty sad and dark at times. This is a post-apocalyptic setting, but the character design and environment works together in a way that really makes the humanity and hope shine through. Between combat and story beats, you'll tackle puzzles and platforming sections. The puzzles range from things like figuring out passwords based on environmental clues, and physical puzzles where you're pushing objects and timing switches. None of them felt overly difficult or frustrating, but there were a few times I had to step back and rethink from a different solution. All of this came together in an atmospheric experience with solid pacing and a story that just kept pulling me forward. My personal playthrough was 12 hours plus, but that's because I did all the side missions, beat all the arcade machines, and really tried to find every piece of lore I could. Before I get to my final thoughts, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. So here's my final thoughts. This game was absolutely up my alley and made just for me. It's the kind of retro dystopian storytelling that a lot of us grew up loving in the 90s and early 2000s. And even though it clearly knows its target audience, it still makes the gameplay accessible if you're here for action, platforming, or just a great story. If you love the unique 2.5D art direction, and immersive world building, I think you're going to have a great time with this game. But if you're looking for constant action, and you don't enjoy the slower moments in between big set pieces, it might feel a little bit slow at times. If you want to check it out, I'll have links down in the description. It's available for Xbox and PC right now. Thanks again for watching. I'm Josh, this has been Runny Eggs Gaming, and I'll see you on the other side of the sunny side.